Alright, due to popular demand, this is my review of the film Jawbreaker. I'll start off with a negative, and that is that there isn't any Jawbreaker songs in the film, not even Boxcar, and that one is like mainstream. People reckon this film rips off Evers, but I've not seen Evers, but I saw this and it was okay. The film stars that unhinged activist whose accusations have gone from believable to desperate to remind you she's still out there. She is crap. I didn't like her. Even before all the nonsense, I thought she was rubbish. There is one bit in Planet Terror where you see her silhouette and it has this ridiculous figure, but that was probably a body double or CGI, and that was the only thing I ever liked about her career. Apparently, she tried to dictate and demand stuff happen in this film, and she actually wanted to play 3 of the main characters in it, and she pointed to Austin Powers as proof that the lead actor in a film can and should play other main characters as well. She is insane. The film also has the mom from Dexter, but she's not a mom in this because she was still young, and I'll be honest, she got more attractive when she became a MILF. The real star of the show is Judy Greer, because Judy Greer is fantastic, and her character is the only one who really does anything or changes over the course of the film. She steals the show. Marilyn Manson plays a rapist in it, which must have been a stretch for him. I didn't really have anything else to say about this film, so instead here is a review of Starship Trumpets 2, the direct-to-video sequel to the best film ever made. Let me start by posing a question. Has there ever been a good sequel or remake of a Paul Van Halen film? And the answer is no, but there's about 10 minutes of RoboCop 2 where it is good. The bit where he gets reprogrammed to be like dead nice and friendly and teaching children not to swear. Starship Trumpets never needed a sequel, but if it ever got a sequel, it should have been something that expanded on the ideas and the world of the original. The tone of the original is gone here. It's deadly serious, and then we have the other problem that you're meant to take this seriously when there is virtually no budget. The effects are crap. About 90% of the arachnids are CGI, and the action is laughable. We have loads of shots of actors on a set pulling angry faces while pretending to fire lasers off screen out of big guns. Then it cuts to another shot of some crap looking effect of an arachnid getting shot. Them shots of them firing guns and trying to look tough or like something you see in an SNL skit. The framing and the acting, it's just like an SNL skit. They are funnier than an SNL skit, I'll give them that. We also have tremendously bad acting. There is a bloke in glasses with a whistle who is at the level of that oh my god fella off of Troll 2. He looks like nostalgia critic. He acts about as well as him too. We have one returning actor from the original film, and she is playing a different character. There's some tits in it, and this film has an interesting general makeup. It's done poorly and not really what a Starship Trumpet sequel should be. But the idea is a bunch of mobile infantry soldier boys. They are stranded in an outpost and surrounded by arachnids. And the idea is we have this tense survival horror that builds up to a big denouement where the humans get slaughtered by the arachnids. Some of my favourite horror films follow that approach, like Day of the Dead. Day of the Dead is excellent at it, and so is the original Alien, and even Sunshine to some effect, and Sunshine is one of the best films ever made. I would rather watch Sunshine for the 17th time than Starship Trumpets 2. Why hasn't there ever been a direct-to-DVD sequel to Sunshine called Sunshine 2? You could bring back that one guy who everyone forgets about, who gets frozen in space, and you could have him be a different character. In Starship Trumpets 2, there are not really any recognisable actors, although I recognised 3 of them. One, because she was in Starship Trumpets as a different character. She was Denise Richards' captain in the first film. Now she is someone else. The main fella in this film, he's meant to be cool because he is sleeveless for the whole film. He was in that TV show, The 24. It's not Kiefer Sutherland. This fella, he was like a bad guy who got shot by a sniper when he was on a mobile phone. He's the only one who is really acting in this. Like, he is miscast as a badass and the leading hero, but he's like the only one who is attempting to look like he is actually in the middle of a scene during a war with bug aliens. He'd have worked as a supporting character in a film with a better cast. He'd have worked quite well as a supporting character in the first film. Then there is an Asian lady who was also in the 24, and she got strangled by RoboCop. Other people might have been in the 24. I didn't know. I kind of stopped watching it after the first couple of seasons. She was really the only bit of Starship Trumpets 2 I got into because she is nice looking, even when she's wearing bulky sci-fi armour. And then she goes evil, which was sexy. There is an odd man with a bald head who I bet plays Irish mobsters in things. If they ever did a season of The 24 about Jack Bauer fighting the Irish mob, he was probably one of them. I think in this film, he was like the veteran character actor who was meant to add legitimacy to the cast. He wasn't bad. There was one line of dialogue I thought was fun. One fella says to the sleeveless one, "I will see you hanged for this." And then the sleeveless man, he goes, "As long as it is regulation rope." He's like a patriot military man. I forgot to establish that before. That context is important to understand the regulation rope line. There is an awful subplot with horny pod people, and there is another awful actor. He is this tiny little bald man, and he talks like he's doing an impression of Porky Pig, and he's meant to be like a creepy guy, and he is like humiliating to watch. He is creepy, but not in the way they wanted him to be. He's like the annoying side character with a high-pitched voice in a teen comedy film who is the butt of all the jokes. He would have made more sense in Jawbreaker, to be honest. There is one good subplot thing going on. Nostalgia critic, he is promoted up the chain of command, but he has no authority and no one respects him. And that could have been worthwhile with a better actor. There is a lot of that. Stuff that sounds better on paper than actually watching it. There is a bit where a woman has a psychic flash and it is hysterically bad. I didn't recommend Starship Trumpets 2, even if you love the original, and even if you like the sounds of the basic plot of it being a nihilistic survival horror where they all die at the end. It's not fun. It's like watching a bunch of grown-ups play dress-up. Pull the trigger, Billy. We are all going to die, aren't we? Call back your line, Lieutenant. Not you, Trooper. What would you know about glory? How dare you? It is treason. Maybe you should forgive yourself, Captain. It is war. Murderers do not go home. The acting is too bad. The effects are too bad. The characters are too bad. The characters are thin. The cheapness of the whole thing is evident from the word go. The action is ludicrously terrible. There is one good effect in the whole thing when a woman blows her brains out. This isn't unwatchable, but it is very crappy and stupid. It didn't do anything close to as fun or exciting as the original. Everything about this is so televisual and not current golden age of televisual. It's 90s Canadian televisual, which makes sense because this was made for television. So it is a 7 thumbs up from me.